I have returned! Now that my internet has hopefully fixed itself, I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks for how to beat doors more efficiently. This is for all the beginners. I can't wait for this video to become incredibly outdated in a week or two when the update releases. But I will just start this off with the first tip right off the bat. It's finding keys. Finding keys more efficiently. We've all been there. We're in a dark room. It's got a locked door, and we're running around frantically trying to find it while Screech tries to bite our faces off. But the key actually produces a sound when you get near it, thanks to the guiding light. If editing me has failed to put it in, I'll just say that it sounds like just imagine what a sparkle would sound like, and you've got this sound. And now this isn't very useful in this room because obviously we can see it's right here. But let's say that you're in that locked room, you can just walk up to the closet, cabinet, whatever. And if you can't hear the sound, you can just walk away. Don't have to waste time checking it. Our next tip is going to be regarding the blue Pac-Man guy. I mean Holt. So we all know how this guy works. You open the door and you start turning around frantically over and over again. But what if I told you don't actually have to turn around? Observe. All that you need to do when he tells you to turn around, all you have to do is walk backwards. It's more efficient doing it like this. It just is. So yeah, there's nothing else to it. Just walk backwards. My next tip is going to be regarding Rush. We've all seen him. It's normally the first entity that you'll be encountering in your playthrough. Now, obviously, we all know that the best way to hide from Rush is in closets. But let's say you're in a situation where you don't have a closet readily available, or you just don't feel like hiding in one. But first, I'd like to be explaining to you how Rush works. Essentially, he spawns in one of the previous rooms you've been in, rushes through, and makes a beeline to the nearest door that's able to be opened. It looks something like this. So now that you have that knowledge, I'll explain to you how you can dodge him without hiding in a closet. So an area like this is very ideal for this. What you can do, you just sit here, right up here, crouch in the corner, look at the wall, and he won't get you. Well, he might actually get you in here, but I don't know. He's not over here, so I can't test it. Because the way it works, I believe, I might be wrong, but he has a hitbox around him, and if you're in that hitbox, if he can see you, then he kills you. So if you're sitting here and he can't see you, even though he's very close to you, he's not going to be able to kill you. This is mainly useful in multiplayer. You know, when someone's trying to get the betrayal badge and they just left you without a closet. Jerks. My next tip is going to be revolving dark rooms, and more specifically Screech. We all know him. You hear a psst sound and you have to look around frantically in order to spot him and scare him off. Because he's self-conscious. However, what if I told you that he actually spawns in a couple seconds before the initial psst? So, when you're walking in a dark room, what you're going to want to do is just keep looking up, down, left, and right. Every couple seconds, whether you hear the psst sound or not. And while we've got this amazing dark room to work with, we can move on to our next tip, which is if you're just feeling too lazy and you don't want to properly look for it, what we can do is open the door to the dark room, wait outside for around a minute, and then the guiding light will illuminate the door for you. It will also illuminate keys. If you walk over to a little cabinet, then if it has got the blue particles, then you go in and you just start looking through it. It's really that simple. So if you want to minimize your chance of Screech, that's what you want to do. This doesn't really work if the room you're standing in is dark, but you know, it's something to think about. My next tip here is going to be regarding Seek, and I've actually got two little tips for you. One is for if you want to get more money. Okay, he's asserting dominance. One is if you want to get more money, and one's just to make the chase a tiny bit easier. Let me elaborate, which is something I should be doing considering this is a tips video. See, what you want to be doing when you're going through these doors here at the intersection is you want to go in always looking one way. And if you don't immediately see the blue particles, you immediately go the other way so that you're essentially guaranteed to run into it eventually if you do that method. Because if it's not over there, then by the process of elimination, you'll find it very easily. Now for the next one, where you want to get more money, it's quite simple. What you want to do is you want to head over here, head back over here, walk over here, and boom. Yeah, you're getting a first-hand view of how this whole thing works. So how do you get more money from this? Well, drawers. They still work and they still have money in them. Slight issue. There's no way back. Or is there? See, what you can do here is a little glitch. You can hop down through here, see all of the hands, and boom. There you go. You don't even take any damage. So, yeah, you get, obviously, you may get a bit more gold than I just did, or a bit less. The results may vary. Oh god. That's my McDonald's Wi-Fi right there. That's okay. Anyways, now it's time for the room that I'm sure a lot of you are watching this video specifically for. The library, and more importantly, this Walmart Demogorgon inside of it. So I'm just going to be giving you a few tips. It's how to beat this room and about the figure in general. First of all, how to look for the books. Same way you would with the keys. Guiding light lets out a little jingle when you're near one. And you just try to follow it to the best of your ability. As for figure, he has a set path that he tends to go through, but sometimes he will stray away from it, so don't go memorizing anything because he's probably just going to end up throwing you for a loop. Is he good? Figure, I need you for this video, please. Thank you. Need you to work, man. Thanks. Thanks. Oh, okay, that was inappropriate, sir. You just made me feel uncomfortable. Right. Anyways, next little thing. For some reason, he can't hear you walking around if he's upstairs. I'm just casually walking around and he can't hear me. So you should use the time where he's up there to just move around faster and grab the books more efficiently. That's what I strongly recommend doing. I don't know what he's doing now. He's having a spasm. Now, I can't show you this right now because I kind of made it so I can't do it stupidly, forgetting that this was a tips and tricks video. But since Figure gets faster, the more books you have, you can actually outpace Figure if you haven't collected any books. You can just outrun him. It's that simple. You don't really have to crouch, but I would recommend you do it anyways. Peace of mind. Another little thing to remember is if you're like me and you don't have many books, because I'm stupid and I didn't grab many, if you'll see that the figure will be lingering around in a few areas. Chances are he's guarding the last few books. Yep. Like this one right here. And there we go. Just like that, using that little method. Oh, crumbs. Now I've put in that code, I need to give you another little, not really a tip, just a friendly reminder. This one only applies for multiplayer. But you want to make sure everyone goes through the door at the same time, because when it closes, Figure will just kill everybody inside the room. Just keep that in mind. Don't be selfish. Only leave the room if you absolutely have to. Please. I've died too many times because people did that.
Are you running?
Now I'm going to be talk about Ambush for a little bit because I realised that I actually forgot to talk about him. What's in there? Sorry, Ambush. So, Ambush is just an upgraded version of Rush. Essentially, he has a large hitbox, I believe, and he comes back many times. Well, no, two to however times, I don't know. I forgot. I don't really like Ambush, so I blocked him out of my memory as much as possible. So can you do the same thing with him that you did with Rush? Yes, but it's not as easy. Oh, I just got so lucky. So, yeah, you can do it to an extent. Oh, it's so satisfying when I get to do this. But, yeah, you have to be a lot more, like, careful with it, though, because he just seems to be better at noticing people, but I got lucky. I'm a sus guy, so I was able to be safe. But how do you do it if you're not lucky like me and you haven't got events? Well, you just hop in and out of your closet. Why don't you just stay in? Because hide exists and he's going to push you out of the closet. Man. You done? You done? You done? Okay. Okay, so my last tip or two is going to be regarding the last couple doors. So you've gone through the entire game, gotten past everything, and then you get to the end. Well, no, you've got to fight the knockoff Demogorgon again. Well, not fight. Essentially, he's going to appear once you open this door. You're going to run into here. You're going to hide in one of these closets or under the beds. And he's going to make you play the Heartbeat minigame without your consent. But, what if I told you that there was a way to skip all of that? Every last bit of it. You'd probably call me insane. But anyone who's played this game for more than 10 minutes knows this glitch. It's just me, or was that a bit weird? And there you go. Now, I can't just, like, do that without explaining to you what it is. So I will explain to you what I did. Essentially, while the cutscene was in, I was just holding down W. And then, the second you're given control, you can just move us slightly to the left and just keep on walking. Once you get to the top, just start crouching and walk in here, and you're good. He'll go about his regular day. He'll be checking all the closets, and you can just do whatever you want. And there we go. Hopefully, with all of these terrible tips I've given you, you're able to at least get to door 50. Seriously, please. But do be proud.